And we are live. Welcome, Crypto Warriors, to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 910. Today is Wednesday, March 16th, 2022, and I'm your host, Bitcoin Zay, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10-ish. And I have some great news stories for you today, starting with the top story. Instagram is adding NFTs soon, says Mark Zuckerberg. ConsenSys raises $450 million in Series D funding, doubles valuation in 4 months. Bitcoin runs the world, traveling to 40 countries in 400 days with Bitcoin. And last but not least, answering a morbid question: what happens to your Bitcoin when you die? So some great news stories for you today. But first, let's get into our market updates and prices for today. Bitcoin sitting at $40,387, up 4%. Ethereum at $2,673, up 5.2%. Binance Coin at $375, up 2.5%. XRP sitting at 76 cents, up 1% today. Terra Luna at 89.03, down 2% today. Cardano at 80 cents, up 2.2%. Solana at 83.14 is up 3.5% today. And Avalanche coming in at number 10 at $70, up 4.5% today. And our biggest gainers are COVID Cutter. Wow, CBC up 490%. YFF II Finance up 214%, and OBROC token. All right, so, and as you can see, trending, we still got the Pancake Swaps, the Shiba Inus, the Shiba Doge, the Floki Inus. Yeah, so still a lot of degens out there. Let's check out who we have in our comments today. Appreciate you all coming out. Hopefully that that shadow ban isn't too bad. It must be. It's only 18 people in here with us today. It's all good though. The best part about this is we have loyal fans who know we start at 10-ish, so they join anyway. But it is sort of a problem when we definitely have way more people on usually, and now it's like 5 people when you start. So it's all good. Let's see what we have in the comments. Chemo and Crypto, goodness, Uchi. Yeah, let's make that Afro beat. Absolutely. I got the song written down, people. If you got beats, if you know somebody that can sing, like, I don't know, Jamaican, Afro beats, reggaeton, Nigerian, I don't know, somewhere in there. I have to fill out how it sounds, but yeah, send me beats. I'm trying to make this song real quick, just as a side project, just something fun. Kango 26, Eyes Ray, Melvin R. Yeah, hit that like button. Level 99 Slacker, Jonathan Santiago, and Nerd Up. What's up? What's up? Satoshi Slim. Good morning. Richard Johnson. What's going on? Heartache Diamond. Oh yeah. What's good? What's good? Corey Jackson. All right, so yeah, good morning to everybody. Like I said, we have more likes than people watching. Like I said, this shadow ban is real, people. Like I said, it takes some time, but make sure you like and share across different platforms. Send to your friends because we are live. So jumping into our first story today, Instagram is adding NFTs. We spoke about this story a few months ago. A few months before they even came up with it, there was a story that leaked that they were bringing NFTs to Instagram, and the states here. We're working on bringing NFTs to Instagram in the near term, the Meta CEO stated, adding that he hopes NFT minting will be available in the coming months. He revealed that his video and photo sharing app is prepared to add NFTs to the platform. It says here at South by Southwest, Mark Zuckerberg just said that hopefully in the coming months, you'll be able to mint NFTs with Instagram, which I think is just a natural progression, right? I mean, if you already have people taking millions of pictures a day of themselves, they can choose which ones they want to NFT, auction it off. Maybe people can pay crypto on the platform. This is basically bringing them into Web 3.0. So this is just natural, and I figured this would happen, especially with top influencers. They can make millions of dollars off of NFTs that would normally be on Instagram, but as soon as somebody buys it, they can either take it off or they can claim it as their own. So this should be interesting. It says here, as you already know, Meta famously changed its name from Facebook to focus on metaverse-related projects. So in the metaverse, you can probably take those NFTs, put it into the metaverse, into whatever plot of land you have to show it off. Whatever, you know, if you have an art gallery or if you just want to have it for yourself, some type of lounge. So I think those two will integrate. It'll be great to see as far as from a tech side, but this is just more control from the Facebook Meta side, where they can basically, most people will use what's popular to mint their NFTs. OpenSea, some of these other places, they're in trouble because if I can get on Instagram and mint an NFT just as easily as I can on OpenSea, a lot of people are going to stick with that because people are lazy. That is one thing we know for sure. So if they make it easier for you, you best believe people will use it. So let's see if we got some more people in the comments. for those of you who have Instagram, being able to mint an NFT instantly on there that's going to blow huge. And I think they're just working out all the kinks right now. It's coming. I mean, we've been saying it for almost a year now, it seems like. So it seems like it's definitely coming. Let's see who we got. Blockchain Rick James, B Sovereign. What's up, Reno Gamble? Hey, Zay, I sent you a link about making homemade Bitcoin ATMs. You familiar with that? Is that possible? Homemade ATMs, being able to make it from scratch, like manufacture it, is possible, but not probable as far as regulation. And what I mean by that is you could build it, you could get the necessary licenses for it, all the things you have to do, but it would take a year, maybe 2 years to get off the ground, when you could just purchase it, wait a few weeks, get it delivered, and then run it yourself if you have the proper licensing. If you have a brick and mortar store, you should be fine with that with money services license. But yeah, if you're gonna build it yourself, that's a tall ask, and I definitely didn't do it. But I can see how it's done because I've seen ATM manufacturing warehouses where they do it, and it's not a huge long process because it's not a huge bank type ATM where you have to carry a lot of cash. So let's see who we got. Blockchain Bully, Adrian Friday. Good morning, Mr. G. Trev. Let's see. Can you guys audit Midas Investments? We'll have to take a look at that. But yeah, we can see. Never heard of it, but we'll see what they're talking about. Cedric Lemoyne, what's the best NFT platform for music NFTs at the moment? I would say I don't know what the best is, but Audius is good as far as getting music. I would say there's one called Token Tracks that's coming out. Shout out to 1331 Records, my friend Swish out in LA. I just did a conference with them in Darden. Shout out to them. They actually have the first NFT record label. So they have NFT records. They basically bring you in, great deal, 50-50. You mint the NFTs, they do the other stuff. You split. Actually, no, I'm sorry. You get 90% of the money. It's a totally different, record label, NFT record label out in LA. Also based, they got a studio in Fort Lauderdale. So, yeah, there's a few different places you can go to get that music. Let's see who else we got. Craig Stevens would be surprised if they let people take the NFTs outside the Meta ecosystem. They might drop a Meta blockchain. Yeah, that's why I said it. Whoever creates these bridges between different metaverses and multi-chain and all that stuff, they're going to win big time simply because people don't want to be constricted to that one metaverse. I can tell you that right now, unless there's one that wins out eventually, but I doubt it. There's always going to be something about different metaverses that people like. Maybe it's easier to build, maybe it's more professional, maybe it's for kids. There'll be different metaverses. So yeah, that would be great if you can move your NFTs across different platforms. I mean, of course. Let's see, Reno Campbell, I don't trust Zuckerberg Inc. Like I said, it's easy, so people will use it, but yeah, I understand why people are moving away from that. But yes, let's jump into our second story for the day. ConsenSys, oh yeah, your boys behind Ethereum, they have raised $450 million in Series D funding, doubles their valuation in 4 months. So next round will be our Series ETH, where we will assist investors in getting fully crypto native. That comes from Joseph Lubin, founder and CEO of ConsenSys. On Tuesday, the leading Ethereum and decentralized protocol software company, that is such an oxymoron, a decentralized protocol software company. I don't know if they worded that wrong, but you can't be decentralized if you have a company with a head and a CEO. That's just not how it works. Like we said, CDFI, we start to see a lot of centralized, decentralized finance. But they have MetaMask and Fura and Truffle. They raised $450 million, led by Parified Capital. Some of the new investors include Temasek, SoftBank, Microsoft, Anthos Capital, Sound Ventures, and C Ventures. The deal more than doubles its valuation since the firm's $200 million Series C raise in November 2021. So they're looking towards the possibility of this tech taking off in the future because they provide tools for people to build DeFi, as you know, apps, DeFi gaming, staking, all of these different things that you can do on Ethereum. But what I think this proves is, for people that don't understand, ConsenSys has a lot of the validators. They control a lot of Ethereum. They control a lot of the DAO as well. People need to understand this is a centralized tech company. That's not bad, but you need to know what you're dealing with. And when they push out decentralization, it's a distributed network, but not really decentralized because there is a central point of failure. But there is a lot of money in the Ethereum protocol. So it definitely bodes well that they're raising money to build these tools because they are a company. Well, again, think of them. To me, Ethereum is a tech company with backing from ConsenSys and from other companies, as you can see here. So their valuation is $7 billion USD, and they're hiring, as they say here, 600 new employees. So if you do want to work with Ethereum or work in that industry, 600 employees will be hired very soon here. So shout out to them for raising that money. Like I said, to me, I don't have any hate towards them. I just see them as a tech company who uses cryptocurrency to access their tools. So most of these, pretty much everything but Bitcoin is that. It's a tech company. There are some projects, there are some tokens that are, you know, a little different, but a lot of times they are tech companies with the cryptocurrency attached. So being able to raise that amount of money is good for them. Hopefully they can upgrade with no issues. Let's see who we got. No comments here. K Bonk, any Barry, Reggie updates? Nice pump in the last few days. Yeah, we're trying to get well, Reggie's already agreed, but I want to get Reggie on here to do an entire show about DeFi and explain his IP. Don't want to give away too many details, but I think it would be great to have the father of DeFi explain these DeFi projects, where they went wrong, where they did good. He does forensic analysis on a lot of projects. I think that would be very informational for a lot of people who don't understand in this industry how things really work, dealing with IP and, you know, ISO 2022, things like that. Reggie will be on hopefully soon with his own show on our channel, so he can, or on his channel as well, where you can watch him do that. I would love to see him shit on DeFi projects for 30 minutes every week. It would just be the most hilarious show. So hopefully we can get that soon. Let's see, Maurice Thompson, what are y'all's thoughts on Wasabi Wallet controversy? Looking at trying Sparrow and Samurai Wallet. Yes, thank you for bringing that up. Wasabi, they have basically shown that they are the feds now. If you have Wasabi Wallet, unfortunately, they are working with blockchain analytics firm in order to give over their CoinJoin mixer information so they can blacklist certain addresses. This actually takes away from Bitcoin's fungibility. Unfortunately, the biggest part about that is a small amount of addresses that get blacklisted because of CoinJoins. This is an all-out assault on the network. It doesn't shut down Bitcoin, but it does shut down portions of how people can move money when they start blacklisting addresses, or you have quote unquote terrorist addresses or illegal addresses. That doesn't do good. So Wasabi, I wouldn't recommend using it right now. Samurai Wallet is still pretty solid. Sparrow Wallet is another one I've seen. Oh yeah, they have their Sparrow and Samurai Wallet, absolutely. So yeah, that's what I would say is, hey, this market moves fast. It's a game of whack-a-mole. But if you have to transition to another platform, when somebody comes out that they're giving away analytics firms information, you might want to do that pretty quickly. So if you do have someone on Wasabi, move it over to Samurai or Sparrow. Let's see, Reno Gamble. Esoteric Zay, what are your thoughts on the conspiracy that Bitcoin was created by elites, aliens, and is a tool to coral mankind and some new age control system? I mean, if you want me to go full tinfoil hat, I mean, I watch a lot of videos where people talk about like meeting with aliens like DMT and some of the other hallucinogens where they have conversations with them, and that's how they get this new technology. That's how we've been able to speed it up so fast the last 60 or so years. And one of the funniest things I see is that this new technology, to me, has always been alien technology. The fact that I'm talking to you all through a screen and you all can hear me clearly is aliens technology to me. Bluetooth, I mean, NFC technology, satellites, all of that stuff to me is crazy. But Bitcoin itself, it could have been dropped off by aliens. It might have been like the last little thing. If they're watching us, if this is a simulation, they could have been like, look, y'all are this close to achieving what you need to in mankind. You just got to fix the money. Y'all are too greedy down there. So here you go. Here's a tool for freedom and privacy so y'all can live the way you're supposed to. Y'all fucking up down there. That's what I think. Maybe, but who cares, right? I mean, aliens could have invented the internet. I know it's a lot of top inventors, Tesla, Einstein. I mean, a lot of big people who said they had visions or they had these types of thoughts in their head that weren't regular. Alexander Graham Bell. I mean, the list goes on. So who knows? Could be alien technology. It would be interesting, but I don't think they reveal it as that. Or it could just be the NSA fucking with us. Who knows, right? But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because whoever designed it made it so that it is decentralized and anybody can own their own copy of the blockchain and interact with Bitcoin whenever they want. So let's see. Who else we got? Rico, late, but we ain't here. Like, tax paid. Yeah, make sure you hit that like. We got 150 watching. I know we're getting shadow banned, but make sure you hit that like. We got 50 more to go before we have to bust out a concert in here. I might bring Gigi in here to sing for y'all. Y'all do not want to hear her yell to the mic. Let's see. Zay, are y'all going to invite Duquan on the show? Not sure who that is, but yeah, maybe. Let's see. Lamar West, whenever there's a chance to make the fight fair between the rich and poor, the information being shared will slowly be snuffed. You know it. You got to keep people dumb so they can listen to anything that you tell them and accept it as fact. That's what's happening right now. Let's see. Who else we got? Level 99 Slacker. That last drop of water in the petri dish. Movado 242, open-minded Zay. That's what I'm talking about. Oh man, I can talk about aliens and UFOs and whatever. Somebody said they'd be off shrooms. Yeah, all that stuff is very interesting to me, only because when you talk about what you can see and what we can actually view on the electromagnetic spectrum, is very rare. It's very narrow, I should say. It's very, very narrow. So we can't see everything. We can't hear, like, for example, we can't hear with the human ear animals communicate. We can't hear plants communicate, even though it's been proven that they do. So it's a lot that we're missing. Like with our eyes, we can only see Roy G. Biv. That's it. You can only see this narrow part. We can't see electromagnetic waves and everything going on around us. Imagine, I mean, there's so much going on around us at one time, we can't understand it. It's a lot to go in, but I think with Bitcoin's creation, man, who knows? It'll be great to figure that out one day. It'll be on it'll be one of those ancient aliens type searches. Somebody gonna go looking for Satoshi one day. That would be dope. So somebody, the search for Satoshi. Yeah, that's a new show. Don't steal my idea. It'd take forever and we'll never find them. Just like they never figured out if aliens created the pyramids. Come on, man. Of course they didn't. Let's see. Next story we got on here today. Bitcoin runs the world, traveling to 40 countries in 400 days with Bitcoin. So if you are thinking of being a digital nomad, you have the final piece to the puzzle. You have your own money. And a runner and Bitcoin holder from India is on a mission to travel to 40 countries in 400 days using Bitcoin only. They've run through 7 of 40 countries on his Bitcoin powered marathon around the world. This guy here is called Paco the Runner. He started out September 17th, 2021. Man, more power to you, brother. Because that would have turned into a walking, this would have been a walkthrough real quick, because he's been running for, man, 7 countries. Good gracious. He's showing that Bitcoin gives everyone freedom in the way they desire it. This is him in India saying he got an icicle for sat. See, there we go. Here's man hand clap. That's what I'm talking about. I wonder if he's using Lightning Network. He went from living a lie on the fiat standard to traveling the world living off Bitcoin after reading the Bitcoin standard. The reading and subsequent conversations with friends about money and the nature of the world led him down the Bitcoin rabbit hole. And this is the one thing I've always said too. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's why when we say orange pilling people or giving them information, once you see the solution, you can't go back and be like, wow, man, well, we got to go back to the time before we had this solution. No, it's here now. There's nothing you can do. So shout out to him. Bitcoin awareness, mass adoption, and showing the kindness of humans campaign. He documents the journey and every Bitcoin transaction via travel vlogs and social media updates. So shout out to him. Here's some pictures here. Here's a quote. I requested for a spare copy, ran to a neighboring town. There was no electricity. Finally, it came and I asked him, will he accept Bitcoin? He was like, what the fuck? Bitcoin keymaker. Yeah, so yeah, I think he has some, like he says here, an island known for his anti-Bitcoin sentiment in Thailand. He said he was scared. This is a great story to read through, but there are people doing this regularly right now. I want to be one of these people at a certain point. My goal is to be basically retired from regular people life at 35, so we can, go off into my farm. But anytime we travel, just take Bitcoin with us, and we can live on a standard that isn't influenced by government control or my money's being used for war or any other nefarious stuff that's been happening in this current financial system. And I think by that time, the price of Bitcoin will be so much, people will be transacting in Satoshis when they can. They'll be very valuable for people who travel a lot or people that go across country. So shout out to Paco. Shout out to anybody. There's another digital nomad. He took his family. They had a lot of Bitcoin back in like 2016, and he's been doing it since then. So yeah, anybody that's doing that, shout out to them. Be joining you soon. Let's see who we got in the comments here. Let's see. John Bulver, a while back, before I was ready to receive that info, you guys talked about hardware wallets that you recommended. Can you all point me to some good non-salesy info so that I can choose? So yes, good hardware wallet, Casa. They have a good one. Cold Card wallet, which I use regularly. Open Dimes are good. It's more like a Bitcoin bearer bond. You can choose from that. Trezor and Ledger are the main ones that people use, but people have had issues with each. And there was an exploit on Trezor. But again, that isn't something that's prevalent throughout the entire industry. So you're pretty safe with those still. I would just make sure with updates and everything that you make sure you're secure. But Cold Card and OpenDime are my main ones that I use. If anybody else has any other hardware wallets, throw those in the chat. For my man, like I said, this is the smartest chat in the industry, definitely the most helpful. And any questions that you have, that's the best part about the show. You can come hear us yap, but you can also come in, just ask questions and people will get it for you. So there you go, brother. Let's see. PFC Wells, I feel like that was I have a dream speech. Yeah, let's see. Reno Gamble, that's why I moved out to the bush, but my ISP sucks, something serious and getting mats. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's see. Reno Gamble, am I understanding that Stacks is a smart contract on the Bitcoin blockchain? Yes. Not only can you use Bitcoin as a settlement layer, you can use it as a security layer. And Stacks mining is secure by Bitcoin's blockchain. You get rewarded in Bitcoin by using Stacks or recycled mining from Bitcoin on Stacks. So yes, you can build smart contracts, DeFi, all of those things. So let's jump into our last story here. Because one thing people need to understand is when we talk about Bitcoin and people talk about long-term wealth and generational wealth and all those things for your family, that won't happen if you die and lose your keys. You got to have it written down somewhere. You should have instructions with your lawyer that can be a multi-sig partner if you want. In order to release those funds, you do need to actually write it down. I don't know how many times people have saved it on a hardware wallet or saved it somewhere on a flash drive and they've lost it or got water damage, whatever. Write it down somewhere, put it in a safe, put it in a safe place so that you can actually use it later and your family can continue on, because there's no generational wealth if there's no wealth for the generation. So if you can't pass down your Bitcoin, please don't lose it. You can keep your keys or you can keep your seed in your head if you want, but it goes with you when you go on the ground. So you want to make sure that you have it written down somewhere so your loved ones can take part and enjoy your Bitcoin after you pass. But as it says here, passing on your crypto to your friends and family has been a worry to some, but an exchange claims that it has a solution. All right, so this exchange here, G2 Katadia, CEO of Digital Finance Exchange, DIFX, highlighted the importance of a way to pass crypto on to loved ones in case of death. So they've created a blockchain-based nomination program that allows users to choose trusted individuals, family, and friends to be beneficiaries of their crypto wallet. So I can see an attack vector there where somebody can claim death or death certificate of or put it on somebody's, maybe hack in there and put it on there. But this is a solution where even if your money's on an exchange, they will be able to transfer that so that you can give it to trusted beneficiaries. Great tool there. And I think this is something that will be standard for most exchanges, because right now we're getting to the point where exchanges are getting insurance, exchanges are getting the ability for you to do taxes. So I'm pretty sure they're going to have a family planning beneficiary type thing whenever you sign up on exchanges, simply because the market is too valuable at this point for it to just all be lost in the wind. So I'm sure that's something that will bring legitimacy to a lot of these different exchanges and will actually help people. We don't recommend keeping it on exchanges, but just in case, because again, you could be mid-trade, you could have just bought it and something that goes wrong, you definitely want to be able to transfer that. So hopefully they do implement that across the board. And this, again, is a blockchain-based system that ensures the legitimacy of the beneficiaries is verified and not questioned. Compared to giving private keys and access credentials, they believe that's more efficient and secure. So again, them being able to do it, a third party, you do have to trust them, but it is, a legal threat around that, and there is some laws that are in place for you to make sure you get it. But if you do save your own keys, if you are self-sovereign, if you are doing it by yourself, you want to make sure you have all of that in place before you pass, because you want to be able to pass that on, and not just pass it on, but teach your family members how to use it. Or you don't want your family to have it and be like, I don't even know what this is. This was some crazy crypto stuff that he was doing all by himself in the loneliness of his room. You got to make sure you educate them as well so they understand not to just sell it, give it away. Teach them about credit-free collateralized loans. Teach them about saving it long-term, maybe staking it, maybe using it for different reasons like that as collateral. So yeah, just make sure you educate your family, make sure you leave some directions, and you'll be all good. But that's definitely a subject most people don't discuss. Family planning. I know in some family trusts, they're starting to implement a Bitcoin solution so that you can add it as a part of the family trust so that it automatically gets passed down under the guise of your family lawyer. So that all sounds good. Let's see who else. Some last few comments here. Short show today. Not much news. It's been pretty slow. I think everybody's waiting for the federal tax the federal rate hike today. I think today is the announcement. So people are anxious waiting for that before they come out with any bullish, bearish news, because it's been pretty flat this week. But all good. Let's see who we got in the comments here. Let's see. Lamar West, I don't believe those are aliens. I believe those are angels flying around in chariots, like the scripture said in Ezekiel. Maybe. But again, once you start getting to the esoteric realm, who knows what's out there? Joe Rogan said he saw elves when he did DMT. I've heard people say they've seen they've seen different alien. People that have done what's it called? Awasaka. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Yeah, people have seen all types of stuff. Who knows? Unless you've done it yourself, your personal journey will see. But if they did create Bitcoin, they dropped it off for us to help us. We got to be the biggest idiots in the fucking universe because we're not using it the way we should. It's still only 1%, but I think there'll be a chasm. I think it's coming soon where people won't have a choice and it'll be preferred way people use, and then hyper Bitcoinization will come, and then we'll look back in the rear view and be like, we should have been doing this all along. Yeah, because hindsight is 2020, but you know, you can't force people. Let's see. Still waiting for a Bitcoin trust inheritance plan that ties up funds until the kids get older and wiser, but also protects from the likes of JG Wentworth. Well, actually, there is a way that you can time lock your Bitcoin long term. I've done that for 2 different wallets. You can time lock it for your kids or for yourself if you just want to keep it away from yourself. I know some people that are like, just so I know I won't spend it. That's what I did like 8 years ago. I was like, I just know I don't want to spend it. Time lock. You can have a time lock DLC wallet. Look that up, and there are solutions for that. Even though, again, you don't want to, time lock it. For some people, they don't want to time lock it. They still want to keep it open, but that's the solution you want. They are out there. So let's see. Goodness, Uche, please get Jason Lowry on his day. He puts the security and warfare debate pretty decent. Jason Lowry. All right. Yeah, we'll look him up. Let's see. Be Sovereign. I got to learn more about stacks. Yeah, very interesting project. And they have some great things they're building on top of it, like the nonprofit city coins I'm working with, connecting municipalities with the Web 3.0 future so that they can raise money, they can decrease prices, they can actually have a way for people to transact that they may not have had before. Just like in Miami, they raised that money for the treasury for Miami coin, took 5 million of it, helped with rental house assistance. That's how you connect the crypto world with local municipalities, because I've always been a guy that thinks you should think local. All right. So let's see. Reno Gamble, Janet Yellen sits down and whispers to Jerome Powell about Bitcoin. Yeah, right. Tweety Bird, aka Janet Yellen. They all on the same side. Romy Rome, Tweety Bird, Pocahontas, Elizabeth Warren, they all on the same side. None of them, for some reason, don't want Bitcoin, but I don't think they have a choice. Even Romy Rome was like, there may be another reserve currency. He's just putting it out there so they can save face. Be like, yeah, we've been thinking about Bitcoin all along. Shut up. No, you haven't. Been trying to defeat it. You can't. So you're going to need it at some point anyway. So let's see who we got. Ruel Black, Awasaka, or something like that. Yep. I heard of that. Craig Stevens. Crazy when you get to the point in the Bitcoin journey where you don't want the price to go up. Yeah, that's like an enlightening thing to where the price staying the same is actually a relief. Because it's like, I wanted to go sideways for 2 more years until it happened, just to make the people who deserve it, because I think there's a lot of people who learn later, they actually deserve it more than some of these people who are just sitting around thinking, well, I'll get it one day, I'll think about it. People now are really adamant because they understand scarcity. 99% of the coins will be gone in 2032, people. That's 10 years. That's 99% gone. 98% are going to be gone in 2028. That's 6 years. So the scarcity thing is real. So you really have to be adamant. And I think a lot more people deserve it. So if we go sideways for the next 2 years, I'll be just as ecstatic as if we went up, down. I wouldn't care. I'd rather a discount to clean some of these people out. But at the same time, what can you do? Let's see. San Morgan, me rereading the prophecy of Thoth. All right. Let's see. PFC Wills really waiting to see what MIA look like come next month. Yeah, man. Next month, Miami is going to be crazy. It's a lot of events. The whole month of April is going to be packed. If you are going to be, I do want to give this out. If you are going to be in Miami, hopefully we get King out there. Definitely want him to come down. But of course, on the other side, we got Black Bitcoin Billionaires. We're having party or slash cookout type thing. Wait for the location and the date. We're working that out now. On South Beach, so it will have that. It'll be NFT conferences. It'll be Bitcoin conference. It'll be other Bitcoin conferences, crypto conferences. There'll be crypto Mondays. They'll have the regular scheduled stuff. I mean, it'll be VCs, invest. I mean, it's the whole month of April, people. So if you get down there sometime in the beginning, Stacks conference is April 5th and 4th and 5th. And then it's called Bitcoin Unleashed. And then the Bitcoin 2022 conference is the 6th through the 9th. So we'd love to see anybody down there bringing out Bitcoin in Black America 2 books. So for everybody that has those, they'll be shipping soon as well. So after the 9th, after the conference, they'll be shipping out to everybody. But if anybody that shows up in person, I'll have those hardcovers so you can get them signed as well. We'll have meet and greets. I'll be running all over the place. So if you have my number or if you know who I am, just meet me at certain spots. I'll tweet out locations of where we're having parties and stuff. But yeah, it's going to get crazy. Hopefully everybody can come down to Miami. Let's see. Richard Johnson, he says, Zay, I have my family watching that Ray Dalio video. Yeah, everybody, that should be required reading for families. Next time you all have family time and you're sitting together, you want to watch a movie, or if they request something, let them watch that video. It's only 45 minutes, and it teaches you everything you need to know as a baseline for why things are happening the way they are. And then I think instantly people get it. Like, all right, we need to do something. At the very least, you may not even know what to do, but you need to do something. Let's see who we got. Last few comments here. Jonathan Santiago says, I'll be in Miami. All right, bet. Who's this? Zion, any book suggestions for a newbie on security/regulations on Bitcoin? I don't know if there's one specifically on that, on regulations, but in Bitcoin in Black America that has it, Bitcoin Standard that has that as well. I think pretty much every book has something about regulations, but nobody focuses on it because it's such a gray area. It is new technology every day. Like, I mean, they got to come up with new rules every few years. So let's see. Roy Black, you is probably still sitting on some of that Silk Road Bitcoin. I don't trust these crooks either. Actually, ain't no probably. They are sitting on some Silk Road stuff. They have the U.S. Marshals auction off Bitcoin a few times. They definitely have. We're one of the biggest holders of Bitcoin in the world, just sitting there. So that's not a maybe. That's a definite. Let's see. Reno Gamble, Zay King, thanks for another show. Respect. Thanks for all the info. And you know what? Shout out to Reno Gamble. He's one of the commenters. He says that every single day, and I appreciate that, giving us our flowers while we're still going strong. Because again, when this takes off to 100K and we have our whole media platform and we got 6-7 shows a week, we don't want people to forget the essence of this show. It's just us sitting around, like somebody said. I think it's like having your best friends in school suspension. I think Reno Gamble might have said that. I think he said that. It's like having your best friends in school suspension sitting around kicking the shit. So love it. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the comments today. Make sure, if you don't have it yet, make sure you get the masterclass. We will have more updates coming this month. Look out for dates for everything happening next month in Miami. And of course, look out for updates for us, of course, on the website, thegentlemanofcrypto.com. So appreciate you all watching today. Have a good hump day. Happy Wednesday. Cheers.